Tonight, an I-Team investigation into a recently changed building code.
Union plumbers say that change could put their members' health at serious risk. WBZ Chief Investigator Cheryl Fiandaca has the details.
That's the dust.
You guys are breathing this in?
Every day.
Union plumbers say it's not just the dust from cutting PVC pipe that makes installing it so dangerous.
Oh, it's the whole joining process, and you can smell how strong and potent it is.
The labels on the solvent cans clearly warn about the risk of exposure, telling users do not breathe vapors, known lung irritant, and suspected of causing cancer.
I think it's a long-term problem.
Barry Keaty spent years working as a plumber and is now worried about his medical tests that show abnormalities in his liver.
The chemicals go right to your liver. It's like airplane glue. You're cutting it, you're breathing it, you're in a confined space. My liver functions off. I think it's a long-term health hazard for plumbers.
Despite the Plumbers Union raising health concerns about the product, the Massachusetts Plumbers Board removed restrictions on the use of the plastic pipe. Last month, it changed the state code to allow developers to use PVC in taller buildings and on non-residential floors.
When someone says, well, here, we're going to make a code change and now we can use unlimited PVC in every building, well, there isn't one person that's going to say, well, I'm worried about the person that's putting in the pipe. I'm worried about my bottom line, which is money.
And it isn't just the Plumbers Union sounding the alarm. The EPA calls vinyl chloride that's used to make PVC a known human carcinogen. And the Center for Environmental Health says there's no way to safely manufacture, use, or dispose of PVC products.
The plumbers are well to be worried about health effects from working with PVC pipe.
Michael Ellenbeck is a professor at UMass Lowell's Toxic Use Reduction Institute, where researchers work on developing safer alternatives to toxic chemicals. He says the plumbing industry has safer pipes. Both cast iron and copper have been used for hundreds of years with little risk.
The lifetime risk from using iron pipe is, in my opinion, much less than using PVC.
The I-Team contacted the Plastic Pipe and Fittings Association about the health concerns. It told us PVC products have been used for 50+ years and are safe, non-corrosive, and economical.
And everyone says, well, it's cheaper to install, but what's cheaper? My cancer sickness or a piece of pipe in the long run?
And it's not just plumbers that have concern about PVC pipe. Firefighters say when the pipes melt, they give off toxic fumes, creating problems for them as well. Cheryl, Fiandaca, WBZ News.
Now, the State Board of Plumbers and Gas Fitters did not respond to the I-Team's request for comment.
Such an interesting story because it's not something you would ever think of.
It does, and as Cheryl points out, affects so many different occupations.